Bible in a Year Live Chronological Project, Week 21, Day 2, New American Standard Bible. Extend your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your mind to my knowledge. For it will be pleasant if you keep them within you, so that they may be ready on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I have taught you today, you indeed. Have I not written to you excellent things of counsels and knowledge, to make you know the certainty of the words of truth, so that you may correctly answer him who sent you? Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor crush the needy at the gate, for the Lord will plead their case and take the life of those who rob them. Do not make friends with a person given to anger, or go with a hot-tempered person, or you will learn his ways and find a snare for yourself. Do not be among those who shake hands, among those who become guarantors for debts. If you have nothing with which to repay, why should he take your bed from under you? Do not move the ancient boundary which your fathers have set. Do you see a person skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will stand before obscure people. On life and conduct. When you sit down to dine with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are a person of great appetite. Do not desire his delicacies, for it is deceptive food. Do not weary yourself to gain wealth. Stop dwelling on it. When you set your eyes on it, it is gone, for wealth certainly makes itself wings, like an eagle that flies toward the heavens. Do not eat the bread of a selfish person, or desire his delicacies, for as he thinks within himself, so he is. He says to you, eat and drink, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the morsel you have eaten, and waste your compliments. Do not speak to be heard by a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Do not move the ancient boundary, or go into the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is strong. He will plead their case against you. Apply your heart to discipline, and your ears to the words of knowledge. Do not withhold discipline from a child. Though you strike him with the rod, he will not die. You shall strike him with the rod, and rescue his soul from Sheol. My son, if your heart is wise, my own heart also will be glad, and my innermost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but live in the fear of the Lord always. Certainly there is a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Listen, my son, and be wise, and direct your heart in the way. Do not be with heavy drinkers of wine, or with gluttonous eaters of meat, for the heavy drinker and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe one with rags. Listen to your father who fathered you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy truth, and do not sell it. Get wisdom, instruction, and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who fathers a wise son will be glad in him. Let your father and your mother be glad, and let her rejoice who gave birth to you. Give me your heart, my son, and let your eyes delight in my ways. For a prostitute is a deep pit, and a strange woman is a narrow well. Certainly she lurks as a robber, and increases the treacherous among mankind. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contention? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has red eyes? Those who linger long over wine, those who go to taste mixed wine. Do not look at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. In the end it bites like a snake and stings like a viper. Your eyes will see strange things, and your mind will say perverse things, and you will be like one who lies down in the middle of the sea, or like one who lies down on the top of a mast. They struck me, but I did not become ill. They beat me, but I did not know it. When will I awake? I will seek another drink. Precepts and warnings. Do not be envious of evil people, nor desire to be with them, for their minds plot violence, and their lips talk of trouble. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established, and by knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, and a person of knowledge increases power. For by wise guidance you will wage war, and in an abundance of counselors there is victory. Wisdom is too exalted for a fool. He does not open his mouth at the gate. One who plans to do evil, people will call a schemer. The devising of foolishness is sin, and the scoffer is an abomination to humanity. If you show yourself lacking courage on the day of distress, your strength is meager. Rescue those who are being taken away to death, and those who are staggering to the slaughter, or hold them back. If you say, "See, we did not know this," does he who weighs the hearts not consider it? And does he who watches over your soul not know it? And will he not repay a person according to his work? My son, eat honey, for it is good. Yes, the honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know that wisdom is the same for your soul. If you find it, then there will be a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lie in ambush, you wicked person, against the home of the righteous. Do not destroy his resting place. For a righteous person falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked stumble in time of disaster. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and do not let your heart rejoice when he stumbles. Otherwise, the Lord will see and be displeased, and turn his anger away from him. Do not get upset because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked, for there will be no future for the evil person. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord and the king. Do not get involved with those of high rank, for their disaster will rise suddenly, and who knows the ruin that can come from both of them. These also are sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judgment is not good. One who says to the wicked, "You are righteous," people will curse him, nations will scold him. But for those who rebuke the wicked, there will be delight, and a good blessing will come upon them. One who gives a right answer kisses the lips. Prepare your work outside, and make it ready for yourself in the field. Afterward, then, build your house. Do not be a witness against your neighbor for no reason, and do not deceive with your lips. Do not say, "I shall do the same to him as he has done to me. I will repay the person according to his work." I passed by the field of a lazy one, and by the vineyard of a person lacking sense. And behold, it was completely overgrown with weeds. Its surface was covered with weeds, and its stone wall was broken down. When I saw, I reflected upon it. I looked and received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then your poverty will come like a drifter, and your need like an armed man.